Hello, this is Dr. Pallavi Gupta. I will teach you healthcare law. Under this topic, I will discuss today healthcare system in India. The subtopics are introduction and what is healthcare in India. What does it mean? Under the introduction, I will discuss what is the meaning of healthcare and what is the constitution obligation and what national health policy says. Regarding meaning of healthcare. Healthcare refers to the organized provision of medical care to people and communities. Therefore, healthcare is the maintenance or improvement of health via the prevention, diagnosis, treatment, recovery, or cure of disease, illness, injury, and other physical and mental impairment in people. Healthcare is divided by health professionals. Healthcare is delivered by health professionals in allied health field. Physician, physician associates are a part of these health professionals. Dentistry, pharmacy, midwifery, nursing, medicine, optometry, audiology, psychology, occupational therapy, physical therapy, athlete training, and other health professional, and all part of healthcare. This is not a exhaustive list. It include many more. It includes work done in a providing primary care, secondary care, and tertiary care, as well as in public health. Access to healthcare are or may varies across countries, communities, and individual, influenced by social and economic conditions as well as health policies. Providing healthcare services means the timely use of personal health services to achieve the best possible health outcomes. Constitution obligation. The Indian Constitution makes every state responsible for raising the level of nutrition and the standard of living of its people, and improvement of public health is their primary duties. Being primary duties, government introduced certain policies like a national health policy. It was introduced in 1983 and updated in 2002, and then again in 2017. The recent four main update in 2017 mentioned in the policy. It is focuses on the growing burden of non-communicable disease, the emergence of robust healthcare industry, growing incidence of unsustainable expenditure due to healthcare cost, and raising economic growth, enabling enhanced physical capacity. Meaning thereby say it's not only the 1983 when the national health policy was enacted by the parliament. Before that, under the constitutional obligation, state were used to provide health services to all. Healthcare in India. Indian healthcare includes healthcare system, second access to healthcare, and third quality of healthcare. First I will discuss healthcare system, what it says. It includes public healthcare, private healthcare, and medicine. Public healthcare. The public healthcare system was developed in order to provide a means to healthcare access regardless of socio-economic status of caste. Public healthcare is free and subsidized for those who are below the poverty line. The Indian public health sector encompasses 18% of total outpatient care and 44% of total inpatient care. Middle and upper class individuals living in India tend to use public health care less than those with a lower standard of living. Additionally, women and the elderly are more likely to use public services. There are a number of issues related to public health care are found in India, and it is observed by several studies also. Much of the public healthcare sector caters to the rural areas, and the poor quality arises from the reluctance of the experienced healthcare providers to visit the rural areas. Consequently, the majority of the public healthcare system catering to the rural and remote areas relies on inexperienced and unmotivated interns who are mandated to spend time in public healthcare clinics as part of their curricular requirements. While the state government handle aspects such as local hospitals, public health promotions, and sanitation, which differs from state to state based on the particular communities involved. On the other side, nations or the national government addresses broadly applicable healthcare issues such as overall family welfare and prevention of major diseases. So therefore there is a less interaction between the state and national government does occurs for the healthcare issues. Since on the there is a two type of government in India: central government and state government. Central government focuses on the major issues or major disease, and state government look after the local issues. So there is a less interaction between these two government. Considering the goal of obtaining universal health care as a part of sustainable development goal, policymakers are required to acknowledge that the government has a responsibility to provide healthcare services that are affordable, adequate, new, and acceptable for its citizens. Public healthcare is very necessary, especially when considering the cost incurred with the private services. Many citizens rely on subsidized healthcare. The national budget must allocate more money on the public health sector to ensure the poor are not left with the stress of meeting private sector payment. There are some schemes introduced by the government. National Universal Healthcare System. It was introduced in 2014 for a national known as a nationwide universal healthcare system. It is also known as a National Health Assurance Mission to provide to its all citizens with the free drugs, diagnostic treatment, and insurance for serious ailments. In 2018, the government announced the Ayushman Bharat scheme that aims to cover up to rupees 5 lakh to 10 crore vulnerable families, up to 50 crore persons, and 40% of the country's population. This will cost around $1.7 billion each year. So this the object of this policy is to provide the insurance by the government. Private healthcare. The private healthcare sector consists of 58% of the hospitals in the country, 29% of the beds in hospital, and 81% of the doctors. Practically, the private healthcare sector is responsible for the majority of healthcare in India, and most healthcare expenses are paid directly out of pocket by the patients and their families rather than through health insurance. There are several reasons to rely on private healthcare sector. Main reason at the national level is to poor quality of care in the public sector, with more than 57% of household pointing to it as a reason for the preference for private healthcare. There are other reasons also which rely on the private sector, that is can be says that distance, long distance between the public hospital and residential area, long wait time, and inconventional hours of the operation. In terms of healthcare quality in the private sector, a study indicated that healthcare providers in private sector were more likely to spend a longer duration with their patients, and conducted physical examination as a part of the visit compared to those working in public healthcare. Private healthcare provides in India typically offer high quality treatment at unreasonable cost, as there is no regulatory authority or statutory neutral body to check for the medical malpractice. Medicine. Indian consume the most antibiotics per head in the world, as it is reported. Many antibiotics were on the sale in 2008 which had not been approved in India or in the country of origin, although this is prohibited. A survey found 3.16% of the medicine sampled were substandard and 0.0245% were fake. Those medicines were commonly prescribed are probably more often fake. Some medicine are listed on Schedule H1, which means they should not be sold without a prescription. Pharmaceuticals should keep record of sale with the prescribing doctors and the patient. These are the provision to maintain about the medicine. Now the second position of healthcare in India, access to healthcare. There are 1.4 million doctors in India, yet India has failed to reach its Millennium Development Goal related to health. The definition of access is the ability to receive services of a certain quality at a specific cost and convenience. The healthcare system of India is lacking in three factors related to access to healthcare: provisions, utilization, and attainment. Provision or the supply of healthcare facility can lead to utilization and finally attainment of good health. However, there currently exists a huge gap between these factors, leading to a collapsed system with insufficient access to healthcare. Access and entry into hospital depend on the gender, socioeconomic status, education, wealth, and location of residence. Furthermore, inequalities in financing healthcare and distance from healthcare facilities are varied to access. Additionally, there is a lack of sufficient infrastructure in areas with high concentration of poor individuals. Finally, health services may have long wait time or consider illness as not serious enough to treat. Those with the greatest need often to do have access to healthcare. Electronic health record. Electronic health record. The government of India, while unveiling the National Health Portal, has come up with the guideline of electronic health record standard in India. The documents recommended as a set of standard to be followed by different healthcare services provider in India, so that medical data becomes portable and easily transferable. India is considering to set up a national health authority for standardization, storage, and exchange of electronic health record of patient as part of government's Digital India program. A centralized electronic health record repository of all citizens, which is the ultimate goal of the authority, will ensure that health history and status of all patients would always be available to all health institution. Financing. Financing is the most important factor of the healthcare in India. It says this, despite being one of the most populous country, India has the most private healthcare in the world. Out-of-pocket private payment make up 75% of total expenditure on healthcare. Only 1/5 of the healthcare is financed publicly. Medical and non-medical out-of-pocket private payment can affect access to healthcare. Poorer population are more affected by this than the wealthy. The poor pay a disproportionately higher percentage of their income towards out-of-pocket expenses than the rich. The data shows that financially ability plays a role in determining healthcare access. In terms of non-medical cost, distance can also prevent access to healthcare. Cost of transportation prevent people from going to health centers. In terms of medical cost, out-of-pocket hospitalization fee prevents access to healthcare. 40% of people that are hospitalized are pushed either into lifelong debt or below the poverty line. Furthermore, over 23% of patients do not have enough money to afford treatment, and 63% lack regular access to necessary medication. Healthcare and treatment costs have inflated 10 to 12% every year, and with more advancement in medicine, cost of treatment will continue to rise. Finally, the price of medicine rises as they are not controlled. There is a major gap between outreach, finance, and access in India. Without outreach, service cannot be spread to distant locations. Without financial ability, those in distant location cannot afford to access healthcare. Therefore, both of these issues are tied together and are pitfall of the current healthcare system. There are some initiative has been taken by the government to provide healthcare services to all. In the 12th plan, the government of India has included the National Rural Health Mission to entire country, known as a National Health Mission. Community-based health insurance can assist in providing service to areas with disadvantaged population. Additionally, it can help to emphasize the responsibility of the local government in making resources available. According to Indian Journal of Community Medicine, the government should reform health insurance as well as its reach in India. The journal states that universal healthcare should slowly and steadily be expanded to the entire population. Healthcare should be mandatory and no money should be exchanged at appointment. Finally, both private and public sector should be involved to ensure all marginalized areas are reached. According to Indian Journal of Community Medicine, this will increase access for the poor. Second initiative is public-private partnership. To improve access to healthcare, government adopted public-private partnership in many states with the hope that health-related Millennium Development Goal will reach to all. It consists of three separate projects with different focuses. First is Fair Price Shop, which aims to reduce the cost of medication and treatment option. This is a solution to affordability for health access in many states. Second is Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana, which reimburses those under the poverty line. And third is National Rural Telemedicine Network, which assists with non-medical cost. The first point regarding fair price shops, it is the aim of this project is to reduce the cost of medication, drugs, and the treatment option. This is a solution to affordability for access health in many states. The target segment of public-private partnership is the tax finance program that is known as a Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana. This scheme is financed 75% by central government and 25% by the state government. This program aims to reduce medical out-of-pocket cost for hospital treatment and visit by the reimbursing those that live below the poverty line. Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana covers maximum 30,000 rupees in hospital expenses, including pre-existing condition for up to 5 members in a family. However, Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana has stopped many from falling into poverty as a result of healthcare. Furthermore, it has improved opportunities for family members to enter the workforces as they can utilize their income for other needs besides healthcare. Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana has been applied in 25 states of India. Finally, the National Rural Telemedicine Network connects many healthcare institutions together so doctors and physicians can provide their inputs into diagnosis and consultation. This reduces the non-medical cost of transportation as patients do not have to travel far to get specific doctors or specialty opinions. Therefore, there is a need to expand this program across the India. National Rural Health Missions. To counteract the issue of lack of professional in rural areas, the Government of India wants to create a cadre for rural doctors through government organization. The National Rural Health Mission was launched in April 2005 by the Government of India. This program has outreach strategies for disadvantaged societies in isolated areas. The goal of the NHRM is to provide effective healthcare to rural people with a focus on 18 states with poor public health indicator and or weak infrastructure. This program has ambulances and workforce of community health volunteers and paid staff also. National Urban Health Mission. The National Urban Health Mission is a subdivision of National Health Mission was approved by the cabinet on 1st May 2013. This program works in 779 cities and towns with population of 50,000 each. As urban health professionals are often specialized, National Urban Health Mission has appointed three tiers that need improvement: community level, urban health center level, and secondary or territory level, that is known public private partnership. Furthermore, the initiative aims to have one urban public health center for each population of 50,000 and aims to fix current facilities and create new ones. It plans for small municipal government to take responsibility for planning healthcare facility towards the urban poor, including unregistered slums and other groups. Additionally, NUHM aims to improve sanitation and drinking water, improve community outreach program to further access, reduce out-of-pocket expenses for treatment, and initiate monthly health and nutrition days to improve community health. Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. This program is a leading initiative to ensure health coverage for poor and weaker population in India. This initiative is a part of government views to ensure that its citizens, particularly poor and weaker group, have access to healthcare and good quality hospital services without facing financial difficulty. PMJ provides insurance cover up to rupees 5 lakh per annum to the 100 million families in India for secondary and tertiary hospitalization. For the transparency, the hospital made an online portal for check eligibility for PMJ. Healthcare services included follow-up care, day care, surgeries, pre and post hospitalization expenses, expense benefit and newborn, child and children's services. Quality of healthcare. Non-availability of diagnostic tools and increasing reluctance of qualified and experienced health professionals to practice in rural, under-equipped and financially less lucrative rural areas are becoming big challenge. Rural medicine practitioners are highly sought after by residents of rural areas as they are more financially affordable and geographically accessible than practitioners working in the formal public healthcare sector. But there are incidents where doctors were attacked and even killed in rural India. In general, throughout India, the private healthcare sector does not have a standard of care that is present across all facilities, leading to many variations in the quality of care provided. In certain cases, there are also gaps in the knowledge of healthcare providers about certain sickness, illness that further contribute towards quality of healthcare delivered when treatment are not fully supported with thorough knowledge about the illness. Some study indicated that in general a significant number of practitioners missed asking key diagnostic questions regarding symptoms associated with diarrhea and pneumonia, leading to misadjustment and lack of complete information when prescribing treatment. Meaning thereby in the Indian healthcare center there is this system is lacking quality of healthcare overall. Always it is not possible in all the case that poor people or weak people get the quality of healthcare. Next topic is difference between public and private healthcare. Although here I had discussed the healthcare system in public and private healthcare, but in the next topic we'll discuss what are the main difference between public healthcare and private healthcare. Thank you very much.